Well, hello everyone. I didn't even know this thing was going to be a thing, but we showed up today and there was a thing on Arena called Tinker's Cube Draft. So it says cube, it says draft. I'm going to try it. We're going to see what's up with this and let you all take a peek before you invest any of your currency into this. Let's read first. Experience Cube Draft with real players. In the Tinker's Cube, raw power isn't going to be enough to succeed. These cards are interlocking parts that will do far more together than on their own. What are the right gears and widgets for your deck? If you combine the right pieces, you can create an incredible invention. I don't know if they're just trying to describe cube with that, or whether this is a very specifically combo-rific cube. The name Tinker's Cube suggests that it is specifically trying to be very combo-rific. And we could view card pool, but you know what? I'm just going to go. Let's just do this and assume that they're not trapping us. Let's, it looks like we're waiting for humans, though. I'm going to get into the draft view, and while we're waiting here, I can tell you that if you're building a cube in your life, you got to go to cardkingdom.com. I have a couple of cubes that I maintain, and I like the bling, so I'm often looking for foil copies of a card, not just a regular copy. And Card Kingdom, not only do they have great inventory on the regular stuff, I love their inventory on the shiny stuff. I can usually find whatever I'm looking for my cubes in one stop at Card Kingdom. Varix. I automatically go to the upper left because that's where rares are in normal drafts. But of course, this is a cube, so it's going to be all sorts of powerful cards everywhere. We can take an Emery and do some build around, assume the artifacts are there. We can do, let's see, someone who's played this is calling out, Breaker Snap says, the best archetypes I've seen were green-white enchantments and red-black spells. Well, that's not here, but we could take Faith's Fetters as also a fine generic place to start. Like, this just answers everything, and gains you some life, so I tend to like a Faith's Fetters as a catch-all. Varix is fine, but it's in cube tends to just be another big finisher. Yeah, I'm going to go with Fetters. Catch-all answer seems like a fine place to start. Mentor does the trample thing. Which of the Moors? Boy, I've gotten myself into it here. I got some reading to do, it seems. Which of the Moors? Death Touch. Beginning of your end step, you gain life this turn. So this is a life gain, payoff, which we have here. So we could try that. They sack, you gain, you return. I don't know. Stitcher Supplier on the wheel to support it. What's this? Savage Gorger. Flying. Lost life. Kind of grows. I'm in. Let's try it. Whatever. It's cube. You can go any direction, and technically it's like it can get there, you know? Bell Haunt supporting that plan. I'm in. Daxos likes the life gain. Gravebreaker, though, also has the lifelink and seems combo-rific. We can put stuff in the yard to get back with the witch. Daxos, interesting, but I think just the... it says life gain on it. Let's try it. Blood Artist is also gaining, losing life, and is a 2-drop. That's nice. Plague Crafter seems decent. Spirit Dancer. There's the aura thing, but I think I like the Blood Artist here. I'm just moving in on the black-white life gain that we have started down. Hey, we get Veto. Wow, I like On Sarah's Wings too, but Veto just seems like where it's at for what we're up to. Mire Triton as well would be nice, has some life gain aspect, but Veto seems like the thing for this. Hey, Rogue. Hey, Hot Berry. Cartouche. Venerable Knight, not really what we're up to. I think we just take the Cartouche. Oh, Triome's interesting, though. Yeah, we should take the Triome. Cartouche is fine, but Triome, dual land, I like it. Judith would be interesting, maybe, but seems more aggro than we want to be. I like, we got a Bellhaunt. Let's just focus on Orzhov here. Dawn of Hope helps with that. Orzhov Enforcer gives us some protection. We're not really doing much to stay alive early here, but I think Dawn of Hope is too build around. We're going to take that. Life's Bounty would give us the some early defense and is a lifelinker, but there's a Godless Shrine too for the fixing. I think I'm going to take Life's Bounty as being super on point, although maybe I should just take the Godless Shrine. I just don't have a lot early, so I'll say it is really tempting to me because of the lack of early action in the deck right now. And it really just protects everything later. Yeah, I'm going to take it. I really want that Shrine, but this kind of is something our deck needs at the moment, so I like taking that. Seems like we're in a good place, though. We gain life enough to take the Paladin. Stitcher's Supplier does some sort of, synergy with the Witch of the Moors, but I'd rather just have the Paladin on 2 here. Even just blocks as a 3/3. Even if we're not untapping it, consistently. Half on color land that we can cycle at least, or we can take the Glitters. But this is not really what we're doing. I'm going to take the Grove. Blood Artist, Veto. Temple or Daxos is fine. Macabre Waltz is also nice. Trusty Retriever. Return Artifact. Now we don't want that. We just want Daxos. It's a little pressure on our mana there with a double white on 2, but 1/1 flyer that grows on damage. Yeah, if that grew on life gain, I would be into it. Clifftop Retreat says with the Triome that maybe we could splash red if the right thing came along. Triton here, end of the pack, is fantastic. And the Cartouche that I was going to take when it came around the first time. Yes, please. Got Mechagodzilla as a nice colorless option. Probably going to win out for me over like Oathsworn. Golos is not what we're doing in this deck. Wouldn't mind a Village Rites, but we'll get that on the wheel. Yeah, all this stuff is just not anything. Maybe we'll get this on the wheel, but Mechagodzilla pretty easy. Gosh, I don't even know if I have that anywhere. I'd have to to go here, switch to a whole different scene. But then I can do this. Legion's Landing makes a lifelinker, but it's not really what our deck is up to. I'd rather have a Hushbringer. Creatures entering the battlefield or dying don't cause abilities to trigger. How much does that screw us up? I mean, cuts off Daxos. Cuts off Blood Artist. I guess too much of a non-bow for us, huh? So in that case, what do we want? Lampad? Treasure Map? Call of the Death Dweller? Lampad could give us some reach, and it does do the life thing. Get a Blade. Pride of Conquerors doesn't do it enough either. Yeah, I think we take Lampad. Or Call. Yeah, we could do Call. 2 creatures. Yeah, we have small enough stuff. Let's take call. We'll wheel the Lampad. Nobody wants the Lampad. We're getting Lampad on the wheel. You'll see. Caress, pretty darn clunky for cube, but it does gain life. Yeah, we could take an aspirant just to have some early action. I don't love it for what we're doing, though. Take a Gust Walker instead. Probably wheeling this again, though. This is so clunky for the power level I'm seeing in here that I don't think we should take it. I just don't think Sky Marcher is exactly on plan. Got some Vamps, though. Maybe there's some Vamp synergies. I don't know. Erebos. Certainly gaining some life, so we can pay some life to draw cards. Ephemia. I don't think we're necessarily doing that. Blackblade Reforged. We got some legends, but really just the one, I guess. So yeah, I don't like that. Anybody object to Erebos? I think Erebos is fine. Yeah, Charming Prince, maybe Charming Prince gains life, and it's a 2. Probably wheeling Erebos, too. I doubt anybody wants it. Yeah, let's take Charming Prince on the prediction that we wheel Erebos. Spark Harvest, also interesting. I think we can do Bastion here. Castle Lochthwain gives us value out of the land slot, which is nice, and maybe other people won't be interested in the Bastion. I think Bastion is the card a card we want in the deck, but maybe we want to get Castle Lochthwain as the thing that won't wheel that the deck needs. Bastion is better, but I'm thinking of risking it. I feel like we're only in pick 2. We have so many playables, we should take the land. Bastion does fit so well, but I think it's going to wheel, and if it doesn't, come on, we are so stacked on playables, it's not going to be the end of the world if we don't end up with that in our deck. Baron Moore, I like over a Piper, I think. You want the Piper? There's a request for the Leonin Vanguard, which of course does do some life gain, but I don't think it's what we want here. I'm going to keep taking lands because we're not going to be short on playables, so let's get some extra out of our lands. Same thing. I mean, I could take Castle here. I don't know what we're doing to get a counter on this so that it gets lifelink. Sunscourge is lifelink, is life gain and pretty powerful. Squire's Devotion, life gain, pretty powerful. Is Gary fantastic? We're not actually that devoted to black. I took the Squire's Devotion at the last second. Can't tell you exactly why. We could take Ranum Unicorn to have some natural defense. We could take Soul Warden to have some natural life gain. Just take Soul Warden, I guess. Really doing the life gain thing here, and really in the right lane. All of these black and white cards stayed in the pack. I don't think anybody else, like, we could really stop after pack 2 and have a deck. Forsake the Worldly and Best of One, not the worst option. Well, ran out of time, so I guess we're taking that. As expected, Vigil does wheel, and I'm going to take it. Nothing for us here. Erebos did in fact come back. So did the Spark Harvest. So did the Ephemia. I'm going to take... Actually, I think we just want the Ephemia, don't we? Hey, look, it did come back. We were correct on that. A-Funk thinks Erebos is huge. I actually don't know if it is, because I don't know if we're actually attacking with Erebos in this deck that much. The Oathsworn might help with that. but I'm not liking it as a likely attacker. We'll consider this, but this deck is getting everything it wants, though, for the most part. Amit does the thing. We need more life gain payoffs now. Master Splicer, just okay. Yeah, maybe Mind Stone is actually where we want to be. What are we trying to ramp to, though? We don't even really have a top end. We kind of just want to be aggro life gain, if that makes any kind of sense. Yeah, I think we just take the 4-3 as fine. Wheel the Splicer, decide on that. Divine Visitation is cool if we get the tokens. What are we doing for tokens here? No, 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 no. Yes. 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 White land. Yep, yep. Probably just want the temple, though. I don't think we're doing this enough to... Like, we're so stacked with playables again. I'd rather take the temple and accept whatever wheels from this pack, including probably the Visitation. Grim Dancer, also interesting. Yeah, lifelink. We can choose the lifelink. But again, I'm just going to take Fixing. I think the deck is strong enough that we should focus on making sure we cast our spells. And take what we want, take what we get on the wheel. Drana, good enough, just kind of good. We get to also take Helm of the Host. This doesn't mutate for us. Noble, you're saying. Oh yeah, Falconwrath Noble is better than Drana, I think. Let's look at the curve. Yeah, we don't have a lot of 4s. I'm in for the Noble. Wheeling Cauldron would also be good. We have an intervention for removal here. Dread Horde Invasion. Could argue this would be pretty good for us given all the life gain we have. And those of you looking at this, we're going to wheel the Patrician. We're not going to take this. We're going to wheel it. I think we want intervention. Nah, those of you want Partition. Be bold. We're going to wheel it. Nobody's doing this deck but us. Splendor Mare, Lifelink, Cycler, Isolated Chapel, continuing to say our mana is incredible. We have Nyx Fleece Ram that could just life link. I'm going to take the Chapel again, although I don't think anybody's taking our lands either. We could probably wheel the Chapel. Path of Bravery says, as long as your life total is greater, Sure, let's take Path of Bravery. Come on. I mean, we have the... It's our deck. Let's see if it's any good. Mortify. Command the Dread Horde would be so much fun, but let's just be grown-ups and take Mortify here. Chamber Sentry. Just had some fun with that earlier. We need to get the Timuret Daxos combo. Yeah, sure. Witch's Vengeance seems pretty good for us too. Pick something we're not and kill them all. We can play a half-color land that scries, but I don't know if we want to run that at this point. I don't think we're running Swarm of Bloodflies, though. This just seems bad. Why is this in here? Seems really weak for a cube. I guess it's doing some stuff, but... Vulture is on plan, but so is the Grim Dancer. What do you think? Which 3-drop do we want? Probably just a Grim Dancer. Cauldron, of course, is on the wheel here. We could splash the serpent, but we don't even need that. We'll take the cauldron and see if we're playing it. Boy, I kind of just want to give this deck to you guys to build. I told you we get the patrician back. We can get the ram back. Oh my gosh. Too much good stuff. We're taking the ram, though. Embodiment of Agonies. Interesting, but probably not enough for the make the cut here. Fruit could make the cut. Jeez. Play 60? I might play 60 just for the lulls, but I need to take a bio break anyway, so I'm going to move this deck up. I'm going to show you the creatures on top, and then I'm going to be right back, and you help me figure out what to cut here. My goodness. All right, now. This is going to be tough, although, yeah, let's... I kind of want to cut all the land at first and understand even where we're at on playables. I'm kind of exhausted and, like, it's hurting my brain to even think about how to approach the cuts here. I practically want to just make it a 60 carder so we don't have to think about it. But I think we can cut the knight. Well, maybe we can do this let's do this the other way. And I'm going to start, I'm just going to look at the stuff that I would never in a million years cut from the deck. Like, let's start with the removal suite we're going to use, like never cutting Faith's Fetters or Mortify or that. Then I want to look at things that just say the lifelink cards here, because we are going to do that thing. Definitely going to play that land. Playing the Bounty. Playing the Soul Warden, probably, but not the Vanguard. Charming Prince does enough. Dawn of Hope is... These are too valuable to just be on D. Yeah, Blood Artist and Noble are a pair. We're obviously bringing in Vito's got to do his thing. Patrician doing that thing. Witch doing that thing. Just kind of need the cheap stuff, right? I'm going to try Path of Bravery. If it's not good in here, it's just not, it shouldn't be in the cube. Yeah, we definitely need the Bastion. Definitely playing Mecha Godzilla. It's too easy to cast and just is too good. Same with Gravebreaker. This is all just stuff that says life in it, by the way. I haven't even taken it off the life link. Probably need Timmy. Don't know if we need Daxos. You want to run both? They're pretty oppressive on our mana, but we have good mana though, so I like it. Now let's take it off and start looking at everything. We definitely want to Baron more. I think we run Call. Is Call enough with just the two? Maybe we don't run Call. Triton. Like Baleful. Try to get a counter on the Lampad or something. Can play fruit to draw some. How are we doing on drawing? Maybe we do just play the Basilica Bellhaunt as generically good value. We're not doing a lot at 4. I'm going to cut the lands again so I know exactly where I'm at on playables. I like the Grim Dancer. Oh yeah, Vengeance. We should play the Vengeance for sure. Where does that put us? Yeah, we could go one more spell and call this a 16 lander. Especially with the good fixing that we have. Rogue says 2 more. I like 1 more. Cartouche. Maybe not good enough. I think I'm going to take Grim Dancer. Yeah, Cartouche is interesting. I think I just want the extra creature, though. Ephemia just kind of does it. I mean, we can slot it in it, too, but yeah, I think if we go for a 2, we should just go for, like, Triton or the Paladin. We're gaining life constantly, so this is really a 3/3 vigilance for 2. I think I'm going to do that. We gain so much life in this deck. You want to cut the 5-drop life linker? Depends if we have... If we can combo something like, what will we put in the graveyard and why? Yeah, that's fair. Maybe Gravebreaker is just not doing enough here, and we could cut this and run a even like a Call of the Death Dweller, Cartouche. What does this look like? 16/8 still? Yeah. All right, let's try that. Let's see. Call it Zelda since there's so much Link. What does the Witch do? Witch's Vengeance, -3 is the creature type of our choice. Just weenie control, really. But it's good removal for us. And then let's look at our lands. Oh, let's look at Barrenmore. Okay. Triome, Temple, and we want to cycle land. Do we want to scry land? ETB tapped scry land here. It's on the edge for me. We're pretty tight in our mana, so ETB tapped is a real cost, and we're paying it elsewhere. So I think I'm going to say no on the tapped land because we're doing it because we have several other lands that have that drawback that are better. Yeah, tough cuts in this one though, but I like where we landed. Suggest. And looks like we have more swamps than plains on the extra sources. So 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so it's a 9/9 with this. Good mana. Let's give it a shot. We are 0-0. We can keep this. We got some life gain that should make the Path of Bravery get to work. Both our colors. Ooh. Well, with nothing to do on 2 at the moment, let's go Plains Alceid. Ooh, Blood Artist. All this enters tapped. We could play this tapped so that Blood Artist at least comes down on 2. That makes some sense to me. And then if we find an untapped land, we can Baleful. Of course, if we find a swamp. Yeah, no, let's send in Alceid and play the castle. Uh-oh, I got work to do in the cube land. Oh, Fantasia, I feel you. Congratulations. Big day, big day. All right, we didn't get an untapped land, but we get to play our Blood Artist, or try. Oh, geez. We've got Chatters. Kind of just makes me want to rope now. When they give me the your go, like, has anybody ever gotten a your go and thought I should speed up? Anybody like, oh, Oppo says your go, therefore I'd better respond to that and increase my pace of play. Instead, I'd rather just talk to you all for a while. How's it going? You doing all right? All right. Loving it. Having a great time today. Give me a your go, you'll get this. So, Bastion, Baleful. Trouble with I like kind of getting Daxos out and then maybe Balefuling the Daxos. We could Bastion and just get the... they're stuck on land. Go Path of Bravery, because we have... oh, but our life isn't greater than our starting right now. Let's go... Yeah, but check. Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's do it. Well, let's see if it resolves. I'll do this. Oh, equal to your starting life total. Sorry, I saw the greater than and kind of stopped there, but we were at 20, so it actually counted when it landed.
You ready to go toe-to-toe with me?
Planeswalker, what does this do? Pluses to scry, and minuses to double instants and sorceries. Well, we can just, if we found some land, we just fetters it. As it is, I think we go attack and then maybe Omit. But let's send at Rawl. Keep him under control a little bit. Yeah. starts pinging. At least can't ping our creatures, though. Yeah, we can Daxos and leave up the bounty, especially with Raul potentially double spelling. That could matter. Yeah, let's do that. Sure. And then it starts gaining life when we play our other stuff. Play another pirate. Get some vengeance. I guess spirit more likely than pirate. Yeah, it feels like we're on the inevitability path here. We have infinite life coming.
You like the gauntlets? I built them myself.
Oh, special ability audio. This is where when someone tanks and we just listen to some audio loop for 5 minutes. Patient rebuilding is quite good. We can't even do something like face fetters it. We just got to erase it here. But it's a 5 mana do nothing in that sense, so hopefully we still get there. Yeah, Mortify can get it. We're not out of options for it or anything. If we had another black, I would just go ahead and kill the Sailor and take care of Raul, but we should probably just start going to face here with our attacks. And I think Amit after attacks is where we want to be here, and attacking straight to the head. We let Raul be Raul and try to get our own thing going. I'm not going to do Bastion. I'm going to do Baleful Amit this turn and then set... Or maybe you can go Nyx Ram, because Baleful Amit putting a counter on Ram is nice, but I want to get the attack going here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the Blood Artist. Now, if they can remove the path, of course, the Blood Artist immediately dies, but we're taking that risk. Yeah, there's Veto. Oh, well. Yeah, we got plenty of tools. It's not like Veto. Oh, if only Veto, we would have won. I think we're going to be okay here. Unless they do come up with a sweeper. And if they do, then we get to go into Witch with Nyx Fleet. You know, well, we don't have the mana yet, but you know what I mean. Like, we're all right here. Come on, untap land for the Fetters, and then we got this. Flying Trample and Hunt Your Library Mutate. Nice job, man, Leggings. Well. Interesting they didn't want to double that. They could have taken out, like, Daxos and... Wow, we are just getting worked on the mana here, but we'll play Bastion and still have good outs from here if we can just find some land. Come on. Potion and Blood Artist do the same thing. So if we get another creature out, basically we almost want a Witch's Vengeance our own board so that we just win on the spot. But we have to come up with, like... Yeah, we don't have the similarity, and... Yeah, Lampad would get it done. All right, this is not... I mean, this is fine.
You know what? Talk to my ladder system if you want a rematch.
Crazy that it actually got our very important land. But we'll play this one and play this one. Now it's like, what do you do? Kill our ram? All we gotta do is kill something and we win. But got 16 cards left in library. We gotta figure out how to do it. This doesn't have defender, so we actually do get to attack for one even. Well, now we should get it, if we just get a black source, we can Vengeance away the illusions, and that should do it? Wait, was this... Oh, no, you control. Never mind. Let's see. Scry 2. Well, let's just Scry 2. Well, Scry 2 doesn't matter because we're just going to get it milled. So Scrying actually doesn't matter. We can... It's another creature. Well, it's our only play, so I guess it's what we're doing. No. Yeah. We're gonna gain 3. Truly, the scrying doesn't matter. If we happily scry, we're just gonna lose it all to the upkeep mill. Truly, we just need a swamp, and we win, because we can kill our own prince. I don't even know if we have them, though. Let's see. Two swamps and a castle, so we have 3 outs to black sources, but we only have 12 cards left, so actually not likely. Unlikely that we draw the black source to just win, and unfortunately, a black source is needed for all but one of our cards. So really, at this point, I'll take a silly plains just to be able to fetter something. But even that doesn't help because this is in our way. Oh, now I got to fetters the pyromancer. Are you kidding me? Come on, deck. All right, now I just want this stupid swamp. How about a dumb old swamp? One-time dealer? What a frustrating game this has been. To be at 11 cards left in my library and stuck on 3. And literally can't play anything in my hand. I am like tilting now. This is super annoying. None of our black sources there, so hopefully closer to the top. I don't even care about pyromancers. Like, what are they doing? Don't be results-oriented, Radian. Cycling deserts are among the most powerful cards in the set they're in, you know? I mean, cycling is just powerful on lands. But this is silly. We're just... It's silly. But it's not off-color, it's half-color. Kind of like this is it. Unbelievable that we haven't won this game. Truly unbelievable. Funny thing is, well, actually, yes, this is technically a swamp, right? So if we can get our, yeah, we're 50-50 to draw a black source and try to win. At this point, with all their cards in hand, there's no guarantee that we even resolve this Witch's Vengeance, so I'm not counting on that either at this point. Extra frustrating is the O4s. Like, we could swing away with impunity if they didn't have freaking literal O4s. I think if I lose this game, I am signing off and I'm not playing Magic all weekend. It is so ridiculous that we haven't won this game. I mean, this is all just wheel spinning. None of this matters except whether or not there's a black source on top and whether or not they have a counter spell. Are you kidding me? We can't. Is it? How does that work? That's true. Under 20. Okay. Maybe we can still get there. Jank in the Tank thinking ahead. I'm just being depressed. Jank in the Tank actually thinking. I'm not attacking. What does attacking do? They just have the blocks to not. They chump here. Yeah. There's no attack there that. That's true. Fantasia's, you know. All right. All right. Before they bring that back, we're going to do it. They could still have a million outs here. All right, I don't have to quit Magic for the weekend. It looks like. That was harder than it needed to be. My God. What a weird, crazy game. But I don't have to give up on Magic, so that's a plus. Yeah, it's interesting. Certainly they weren't thinking around that card, but what a weird situation. What a weird situation. Yeah, fancy play syndrome for the loss. Oppo just trying to deal me damage, but really should have just waited and decked me out. So what's the dealio with this cube? I don't know why they're calling it a Tinkerer's Cube. It's got combos in it, but I mean, all cubes do. I don't know. Maybe it's just less straightforward stuff. No, our lands are fine. I'm sticking with everything. I'm going to give it one more shot here, and then I'm going to head out for the weekend, okay? I think that's what it does mean, Shane. It's just a really weak branding, if you ask me. Unless they're going really super all in, but it looked like there was enough. I mean, maybe they just took out aggro and there's like no aggro in this, but I don't know. Yeah, we're going to keep this lead on the... Well, let's see what we lead on. If I want Godzilla on 3, if we don't draw any more land, I should start on one of the tap lands. So we'll save 1 damage from Soul Warden to ensure Mecha Godzilla on 3. This also does set us up. If we happen to get a land glut, we can actually cycle the Scattered Groves. So yeah, now that we have a 3rd land on 3 guaranteed, I'm going to go ahead and hold the Groves for possible cycling. Uh-oh. No, no. There goes Tokyo. Go, go, Godzilla. Could probably attack with a Soul Warden. I would trade... I should have attacked before we started, but, you know, I'll offer Soul Warden for Pyromancer. Actually. We have a Witch of the Moors that we could get it back with anyway. Technically... Very nice, gotta say, from Oppo. We got a decent play too, though. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Groves and mortify the Dawn. Although we could make an argument for mortifying the Pyromancer. It's gonna be really annoying. Let's see what we get here. Menace, First Strike. Maybe we hold back. Keep our First Striker back. Nah, I'm gonna send. Maybe I will. Amit. I'm gonna say no attacks. I think despite our life total, this is really threatening, quite a threatening board. And 3-2 lifelink versus holding. I think we hold with the mortify and mortify, maybe even just mortify the you want, I think we should mortify, and if we want to mortify the pyromancer, we do it now. If we want to do the loxodon, we could wait, but also no sense giving white access to preventative spells. I'm going to mortify now, and I'm going to mortify the Dawn. Yeah, you're right. We should do the Pyromancer. It's going to be worse for us. It's just that Dawn, the Loxodon has good attacks right now. But if we get Death Touch on the Mecha Godzilla and have First Strike Death Touch, then we have a nice defensive setup. Or not. Or we're dead. Gosh, they have Pump here? I was like, what? Now what? Nyx Fleece plus Charming Prince is reasonable. Now, what do we want to do here? We can gain 3. Pretty solid. I think we want to scry, though. We need some help to get out of this, and finding the witch land would help. Let's just pre-cycle the Baron more, but keep the planes. Witch of the Moors plus Nyx Fleece happening once a turn is pretty nice, if we can keep both of those around. This is kind of scary. On the one hand, I think we have to make the blocks available because the attacks are still good for Oppo, which I think is why they're doing it. I'm going to block like this and cross fingers. All right, we do get the witch here. And this is going to trigger at the beginning of our end step because it's already happened. We can go... No, that was already used. He had already cast the Rimrock side of that. Prince does what? More or less than Mecha? Probably less, although Prince plus Amit we can do next turn. I'm going to take the Prince so that we can do 2 spell regardless of what we find on top. Now, they didn't have anything to, take out the ram last turn. I think we're in good shape unless they drew something. Well, we get life gain every turn from the ram, so as long as the witch and the ram are going, we don't even need anything else. Can't take the 5. I think we could actually Soul Warden the Knight here, and that's fine. We can make these trades because, I don't know. Are we playing around 1 mana stuff? They just didn't have it last turn is the thing. They didn't have it last turn. I'm gonna be risky because they needed to find it, and they had they drew this turn. Of course, they drew fresh cards, so it's possible there's a 1 mana thing here. I just think it's unlikely, and I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit here. Yeah, I like it. And we could keep the intervention. Or we can double creature. Actually, here's what we can do. We can go Amit on the Nyx Fleece, then bounce the Nyx Fleece to reset it off the Amit. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to do this. Yep, Jinx and I and others thinking the same. And I'm not going to offer the Witch for, you know, whatever. We'll just do it this way. I don't think we need to scry because I like what we're doing and I like resetting the RAM to be able to block the Loxodon. I've never played with or against Witch of the Moors before. Guess what's good? Getting a lot of stuff beat down here, but we actually can do this and this. And then actually you could use the intervention to kill the Ox. Then Fleece blocks the Loxodon forever, and Mechagodzilla gets the eventually takes over if nothing changes. So on that plan I just described, if nothing changes, we win. Of course, things are going to change. They have scry and everything, but I'm going to start there. We're going to try that. Ooh, Ox comes back as a 5/3. Yeah, but we have intervention to take care of that. You see what I'm saying? Twice X, so we could play the mecha and still exile 2 things if we didn't care about anything more than just the 2. And kind of don't, so I think I'm going to do that. And exile Ox, and I guess if they found a way to get it back, I would not want to see the Pyromancer again. There is no escape, Oppo. That's true. I mean, I don't know if there was a better pick than the Pyromancer. I'm not sure, but mainly it was if it. I don't know what red-white is getting out of the graveyard. Maybe if there was auras, I should have gotten auras. Like, there's not even an aura to get. This is not a knight. This is a giant. This is a sheep. So we just got to make sure we don't name giant or sheep, and we can get rid of the venerable knight. But let's see what we get on a combat. On a 4/4. Okay, 4/4. Death touch. Getting there. Getting there. Yeah, I was just asking if there was something else we should have gotten. I couldn't think of what else to get. Except now, as I thought about it, like I said, maybe an aura of some kind. Vampire Knight. So we got to watch out. If we want to name knights, we can't actually play. Well, we can name human, and it wouldn't kill any of our stuff. These are goblins. So we can play it, because we can still name human. But we can also see what we get here. Trample. I want hexproof, and then I want menace, and then first strike, and then no, and whatever. I want it all. I want 10 counters on this thing. No attacks though. Paladin. Continue to try and hold here. Yeah, flying would be nice. Turning goblin tokens into cards with the Dweller. Let's see what they find, though. It's a Goblin Shaman. Could also name Goblin. It's eating its own goblins, though. I mean, chewing up goblin tokens is great value, but now they're out of things to chew up for easy value. All right. I mean, you have to do it this turn, right? That's pretty rough to take that chance. I would wait till I had more mana, I think, but happy to see Oppo wrecking their board for that. I'm gonna play a swamp and see what we get on the mecha. Reach, about the worst one. We could send in Paladin, and if they block Loxodon, name Cleric Elephant or whatever, but I think we're still just in a hold position here. Tactician. We're not at a life total where I'm worried about that. In fact, that just might give us an attack here. Let's take a look at the next card with Temple first. Blood Artist. Not at its best right here, but probably still enough. It's action. I'm just going to take the action. There we go. Hexproof is real nice. And don't have the lifelink or anything yet, but I'm going to risk attacking now. Nyx Fleece can hold off the Loxodon. And Famished Paladin beats the Tactician. I actually just like passing here again. Keep blocking with the ram and keep making them have something. They have given it up. All right. Well, that first game was super weird. That one, yeah, we were kind of in control the whole time. I never felt too worried there. Although there were spots where it was like, all right, this could turn badly, but we held. So I like it. All right, let's hop to Soapbox and say, I got to take off, folks, so I can't finish this one, but I did want to do one of the new cube drafts here to try it out. And who knows, maybe next week we will grab this and do some impromptu Heroku app drafting of this cube if it's fun. Had some fun with that, though. Good games, chat. Thanks for hanging out for the cube part. I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube friends. Thanks for hanging out for that one.